Quest presents an unabridged recording of The Bromsgrove Bookseller by Kerry Tombs, narrated by Andrew Cullum. Prologue. Ledbury, the 21st of December, 1892. "I do believe that we shall have a white Christmas," said Inspector Ravenscroft, staring out of the window of his cottage in Church Lane. He was watching an old man making his slow way up the cobbled lane, a parcel under his arm. The fellow paused briefly under a sputtering gas-lamp, then resumed his course. "You said that last year," replied his wife, without looking up from the book she was reading. "It was so warm we had to have the window open on Christmas afternoon." "Yes, I do remember, but I really think that it will snow this year. It certainly looks very cold and inhospitable out there this evening. I shall be more than glad to remain indoors tonight." "I don't mind if it snows. In fact, I think I would quite like it," said Lucy. "Christmas is rather special when it snows. There is something quite pleasant in sitting by the fireside after a hearty meal, in the company of people that you love, looking out on a snowy winter scene." Ravenscroft smiled as he resumed his seat by the fireside. "I just hope that you are not called out on Christmas Day to solve some ghastly murder in a remote part of the Three Counties." "More likely I will be summoned to break up a drunken dispute in the market-place between the Leeward family and their associates." "At least that would require you to remain in Ledbury." "And still be home in time for the goose," laughed Ravenscroft. He removed his spectacles and began to clean them on his handkerchief. "I am so looking forward to Richard coming home from school tomorrow," said Lucy. "It will be nice for us all to be together again at Christmas, and for Richard to play with his little brother Arthur." "Indeed. I know you have missed him a great deal since we sent him to Dormington." 4 months! I'm sure I will not recognize him when I see him." "He seems to have settled in quite well there, according to his letters. I think it was the right thing for him." "I'm only thankful that we did not send him to that dreadful school near Bromyard." "We certainly had a lucky escape there." Ravenscroft opened his newspaper. "Good heavens!" exclaimed Lucy after a few minutes of silence had elapsed. "Whatever is the matter?" "It says here that Olivia Proudie and the Reverend Tobias Tickler went on their honeymoon to Malvern." "Really?" muttered Ravenscroft from behind his paper. "Malvern, of all places," continued Lucy. "Why should they not visit Malvern for their honeymoon? There is plenty to do in Malvern if you like walking in the fresh air and don't mind the steep hills. Anyway, who is this Olivia?"
Sample complete. Ready to continue?